Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Friends, the market has been behaving strangely of late. We are not used to seeing so much red. We got used to seeing all the greens. So what's happening? Let's check out the day's action and what's likely to happen tomorrow. Let's get started. Here we are in the TradingView platform looking at Nasdaq futures. It's the 13th of March and it's around 9:38 p.m. The futures market is still open. It's up 0.21% or 38.50 points, and it is still within the bull channel, so I'm not that much worried. Momentum is also pretty decent, even though I don't see it accelerating. It's above average, so I'm still okay with it. Let's go and have a look at where QQQ ended. It ended down 0.77. Again, it's still well within the bull channel, so I'm not worried about it as yet. And our momentum is also above average. That is good, but the fact that the momentum is decelerating is something that gives me concern. However, we'll see what happens tomorrow because we have some economic indicators that might probably give it a positive boost. And if we have to look at the VIX, it has come down and it's still approaching the line of support at the bottom. Once it touches that, I'm expecting it to bounce back up. If it bounces back up, that would mean that the share price will fall down. So we have to see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow we need to pick up so that we can go further up on the bull channel, so that when day after tomorrow we bounce back from here, we'll still be inside the bull channel. That's my expectation. That's my hope. Let us look at S&P 500. It was down 0.16%, but still on the bull channel, not to worry. And still momentum is above average. I'm not yet worried about it. And then we look at Dow Jones Industrial Average. It was up 0.11%. It's going up steadily. Russell's was up 0.39, and momentum is also looking pretty good. Put call ratio is below 1. It is tending towards being bullish, so I'm happy about that. And in terms of overall support for the market, we are still consolidating. I don't see much of a change. Slightly positive from yesterday. It's not deteriorated, so to that extent, I'm happy about it. Let's look at Genomics. I'm just going to sort this out. So we have the winners on the top. I'm making a video on Caribou Biosciences. Friends, be patient because I'm learning a little bit of video editing, and I'm also trying to do subtitles in multiple languages, so I'm up to my gills. So I'm running a bit behind schedule, but I'll do a video on Caribou earnings. Whatever has to happen has already happened, so we're just going to catch up now. So there was a huge drop, and the earnings expectations were not met in both the EPS as well as the revenue side. So that was the main reason for the fall. That's the summary of what happened with Caribou, but it's a good company. Let's look at PSE, which was up 5.74%, and momentum is just about picking up. Beam was up 4.39%. Momentum is looking good. It will pick up further tomorrow. And Bluebird was up 3.35%. I have written to them for their earnings, but I still don't have any reply from them. Unfortunately, Bluebird Bio has not yet responded to my request, so we really don't know when the earnings are going to come. They have been postponing it one day at a time. And whenever the earnings come, we are eager to look at the sales of Zynteglo, SkySona, and especially Lifegenia. That could be a catalyst for this share. Right now, it's 50-50 because the momentum is at average. Hopefully we get the earnings tomorrow. And Intelia was up 3.20%. Stock is starting to look good. We need to go above average for the momentum. Then things will be fine. Verve is also starting to look good. It was up 3.2%. And then we have Prime, which was up 2.85%. And also it's getting into the middle. So it's 50-50 whether it will do good tomorrow. Genomics was up 1.89%, taking total support from this line of support at 1.06, and momentum is still weak. That's the only concern I have here. ARCG was up 0.27%. This actually is a resistance at 29.96, which happened to stop the progress of ARCG. And then Illumina was up 0.05%. It could not had to struggle against this resistance out here and managed to overcome the resistance. So tomorrow I'll mark this green. Next, let us look at DNA. DNA was flat for the day, and momentum is also weak, not looking great. Editas was down 0.23%. Chart is not looking great. Allogene was down minus 0.41%. Momentum is still looking decent. It could pick up tomorrow. Earnings are expected for Allogene, EPS of minus 0.451 and revenue estimate of 22K. If Allogene manages to meet these expectations, I expect it to pick up. CRISPR Therapeutics was down minus 0.69%. And as I said, we have a line of support out here. I'm waiting to buy it out here. And next we have IMTX, which was down minus 0.83. And momentum is average. So I don't know what's going to happen to this share tomorrow. It's got support here at 11.79. And it has got a resistance out here, which is at 12.71. And then we have Eginus. I think I'll let it go. I don't want to cover these three shares. We don't do it regularly. Next, let us go on to AI. And if we look at AI, we have got Oracle, which was down 1.58% after such a huge gain. So there's a bit of profit taking, and also RSI cooling off. Nothing to worry about here. SMCI was up 2.16%. Conditions are overbought, but it has been overbought in the past. I won't worry too much about it. Nvidia was down 10.25%, and Nvidia is down minus 1.12%, and momentum is pretty good. RSI was overbought. It's cooling off a little bit. I expect it to pick up tomorrow. And then FNG was down $7.59, which is around 2.36%. And I'm waiting anxiously to see whether we are going in this, let me mark this red. So you can see that there is a bear channel which is going downwards. Are we in the bear channel, or are we in this inferior bull channel which is going upwards? That's the big question for me. And I'm waiting to see what happens tomorrow. Momentum is average, so it's not giving me a clue, but the fact that momentum is decelerating seems to indicate to me that probably FNGU might fall further. Meta was down 0.84%, well within the bull channel, very narrow range of trading. Momentum still above average, but decreasing. So Meta doesn't look very promising tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Adobe was down minus 0.97%. Momentum is just about average. Chart is not looking that great. MU, which is Micron Technology, was down minus 3.35%. Momentum is dropping, even though it's above average, so it's not looking good at this point of time. All of this is linked to the fortunes of Nvidia. If Nvidia moves up tomorrow, everything will start moving up. Microsoft was down minus 0.04%. Momentum is flat but above average. So I think it will consolidate out here, and it has also broken up on the upside of the bullish pennant, and it got support from the upper resistance of the bullish pennant. So it's looking intact. It has got a resistance here at 421.08, which it needs to negotiate in the next few days. ASML was down minus 1.58%, and the chart is looking decent. Momentum is above average, but it is decelerating. So I think if Nvidia picks up, all of these will pick up, including AMD. AMD has got above average momentum, but it's decelerating, so not looking great at this point of time. ARM was up 1.37%, and it has managed to cross two of the resistances, but it got stopped by the resistance of this diagonal line of resistance from an earlier bullish pennant. So once it breaks through this tomorrow, which it can potentially, because momentum is above average and also it is picking up. So I'm feeling optimistic that ARM might pick up tomorrow. Amazon was up 0.66%, consolidating nicely, coiling for going upwards. And even if I draw another trend line out here, it seems to be forming some kind of a bullish channel out here. So I'm pretty comfortable with what is happening out here based on the momentum as well, which is picking up plenty of room for the RSI to get overheated. I'm happy with Amazon. Will do good tomorrow. And then Applied Materials is not doing great and momentum is dropping. It still has a chance to pick up if Nvidia picks up. Qualcomm was down 2.21%. Above average momentum. Again, fortunes are linked with Nvidia. Intel was down 4.44%. Momentum is below average, so it's the chart is looking weak at this point of time, and now we have a resistance out here at 44.83, which I'm going to mark red. And then going on to Google, which was up 0.82%, broken out of this bear channel. So this line of resistance of the bear channel now becomes a support for us. And I would also like to draw another line of resistance somewhere out here, and it's going to be a box. So what I would do is I'll take this off and I'll try to get a box that I can draw here. Where is my box? Yeah. So I would draw a rectangle out here. So this is the rectangle of resistance, and I'm expecting that this will be the next resistance for Google. Apple was down minus 1.21%, and momentum is looking very weak. Apple is going through some really tough times, and the support out here at 170.83 held for today. I'm keeping it green. Let us hope for the best tomorrow. And then we have Broadcom, which was down 2.63%. Momentum is also looking weak. Broadcom is looking weak. Tesla was down 4.54%. Friends, I swallowed my loss of 40% and I sold all my Tesla holdings. I'm out of Tesla, and I'm going to invest that money into Nvidia or FNGU and try to recover all my losses in the next 6 months. That's my next objective. Net, which is Cloudflare, was down 0.88%, and it is consolidating out here. Momentum is still above average or at average, so nothing much to write home about out here. Chart is looking neutral. Palantir was up 1.21%, and it got support from this diagonal line of support. We'll have to see what happens with Palantir. The momentum looks good, and also it is picking up. So I think tomorrow Palantir should do well. I'm just going to take the opportunity to draw another line out here, which is going to be the line of resistance. And this is kind of a cone that is forming. So somewhere up there it's going to intersect at that place. It will have to decide to break out on the upside because this is a bullish channel. So that said, my friends, I would like to bring this video to an end. And I hope you guys have a great day at the market tomorrow. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed that tomorrow will be a good day, and the economic data that we get would turn out to be good. So let me just quickly show you the economic calendar. Here's the economic calendar for tomorrow, and you can see that we are going to get the month-over-month PPI and retail sales, core PPI, initial jobless claims, and jobless claims 4-week average. So there's a lot of interesting data coming out tomorrow at 8:30 before the market opens. So I'll be watching the futures, the way they are going, and what these numbers turn out to be. And this could give better insight to the market. And I'm hoping for good news out here so that we can have the market go up. And when I say good news, I mean economically bad news in the sense that continuing jobless claims might be slightly higher, core PPI lower, and initial jobless claims a little higher. So that's what I mean. And if that is the case, then I'm expecting that the markets will start going up, because we need data out here which will convince the Fed to be dovish. And if we were to look at the fear and greed index, we are at 69, which is a decent place to be. So there is a good opportunity for us to have the market pick up. And if we were to look at the stock market heat map, we can see that money has gone out of Mag 7, except for Google and Amazon. And it has gone from the big tech, and mostly all the energy and basic material areas are seeing a lot of improvement, and some financials are also done well, including credit services and insurance. So that's what is the story of the market at this point of time. So wishing you all the best for tomorrow. I'll catch up with you again in the next video. Bye for now.